Hi friends, in this video we are going to discuss about the three new laws that going to come into the force on July 1. These three new laws going to replace the IPC, CRPC and Indian Evidence Act of 1872. The three primary laws will be replaced as BNS will replace IPC and BNSS will replace the CRPC and BSA will replace the Indian Evidence Act. At first, let me see about BNS, which replaces the IPC section. If we post a video in a social media against the government activities or against the government's sovereignty, it may or it can lead to the punishment of lifetime imprisonment. And not only that, it also leads to the capital punishment. And this particular law was opposed by many of the lawyers because it was against the fundamental rights of Article 19, which was freedom of speech.
By using the words sovereignty and integrity of India, I'm affecting the sovereignty. They have actually introduced this offense of being anti-national into the law. What they have been saying in the public domain, everyone is anti-national. Now, of course, you say anything that they disagree, which is against the official line, that is against the sovereignty and integrity of India. So it's a very, very serious matter which directly impacts the freedom of speech and expression. It directly impacts your right to dissent.
The judgments must be delivered within the 30 days after the completion of arguments, and it can be extendable up to 60 days. The new BNSS Act is also says that the Zero FIR can be filed in online.
It's called first information report. The word first is important, right? Because the law recognizes that what you say spontaneously is the truth. What you say after a period of 15 days or 20 days can be doctored. You can be doctored by the police, you can be doctored by your friends, your relatives, to add mirchi masala to the information. This is the importance of the word first information report. The moment something happens to me, I go right to the police station and make a complaint, and they have to record it. Now, what will happen is no need to record it. And during this interregnum, either you can, the police will be taking bribes to say, all right, you give me this much money and I will register the FIR. That was the reason for going to court in the first place. The police were not recording first information reports. They were becoming like mediators. And this is what will happen during this period, that they are not recording this information. They'll try and mediate between the accused and the person who made the complaint and say, why don't we just settle all this?
This new BNSS Act can make the persons to get the bail very delayed, because the old CRPC Act made the judicial custody to the person for only 15 days. But if the person was accused for the case which has more than 10 years of imprisonment, then he will be under the magistrate custody for 60 days. If the person was accused for the case which has the imprisonment of below 10 years, then he will be under the magistrate control for 30 days. It made the peoples to get the bail in a delay manner. And finally, friends, there are a few questions to ask to the government about this laws. At first, why did you change the common name of India to the Bharat? Because in this laws, the Indian Penal Code has been changed to BNS, somewhat the Bharatiya somewhat. Why did you change this name? Why is you trying to change the common name of India to Bharat. And second, as I already told in this video, that the posting the videos in the social media may lead to the terrorist activities, may list under the terrorist activities. Why? Raising the questions against the government will be seems as the terrorist activities. If it seems like that, and it won't be the democrat. It won't be the democrat. And there are few more things to be appreciable. I appreciate the government for those things, and I need to ask the questions for those laws. So consider these things before you're going to implement the law. Thank you, and tell me, friends, what do you think about these laws that going to force from July 1?
We say that the Indian Penal Code is more than a century and a half old, and so is the Criminal Procedure Code, though it was amended in 73. It has received judicial interpretation at the hands of the Supreme Court of India, and therefore there is a certainty about the law in relation to the Indian Penal Code and the Criminal Procedure Code to the extent that it's possible. To achieve that level of certainty for the new law, it's going to take another 50 years.
And however, friends, and if you like this video, subscribe to our channel.